Hi, this is Shankar, and I'm back again. In my series where I've talked about the planets, all the 9 planets, I've also talked about all the 12 houses, their characteristics, and now I'm talking about planet in the various houses. So I've started with the first house. I've already talked about Sun and Moon, the first house, that is your ascendant, that is yourself. Now I'm talking about Mars in the first house. Now Mars basically is a soldier. It's a general. It governs your aggression, it governs your attitude to go ahead and do things. It is also a planet which creates kind of conflicts. It makes you to deal with things from the front. That is the characteristic of Mars. It also governs a lot of things like cuts, surgeries, accident, because that is the nature of Mars. It also governs things like even understanding things which are beyond the realm of nature, when Mars is a ruler of Scorpio. So it's also a planet which makes you a surgeon, a doctor. So Mars is a very important planet in those aspects, which I've also already explained to you in my video on Mars. Now what happens when Mars is in the first house? First house is ascendant, and Mars is in the first house. It basically gives you a drive. It gives you a drive for you to do things. It makes you a go-getter. It gives you kind of a personality by which you will feel, let me do it myself, let me be in control. It gives you a kind of a thought process that you are the soldier. It's your responsibility to do things. You will not leave things to others. You would like to see it and do it. That is what Mars gives you in the ascendant in the first house. Mars is a natural significator for your courage. So if Mars is strong, it gives you the courage to go ahead and achieve things. Mars also governs things like sports. So a very strong Mars in the ascendant also can give you a drive for you to become a sports person. And Mars also doesn't like a person to deal with too much of conflicts, to resolve conflicts. So it will give you an attitude, okay, whenever there is an issue, let me go and resolve those conflicts which are there. So this is what Mars in the ascendant gives you. Mars is a natural karak for your siblings, for your brothers and sisters, etc. So it also somehow gives you an attachment that you are responsible, Mars being that you are responsible to take care of your siblings, that you are the soldier, the figure, the kind of authoritative figure to ensure that things are happening in the right way for them, and they are not being pushed into a corner, or they are not being bullied by anybody, things to that effect. So that is what will be attitude towards your sibling if Mars is in the first house. Remember one thing, Mars is a planet which also creates a lot of conflict. So when Mars is in the first house, that is your head, you should be careful of injuries, you should be careful of, you should not be rash in your driving. It can create issues on your, some kind of injury in your head, because the ascendant also rules your head. So you should be careful that you can be prone to injuries, and that is one thing which you need to take care. Mars in ascendant will also give you a thing where you would want that the issues in your family, issues with your mother, issues with your domestic, etc., peace and things should be as you want. And when that is the attitude, that you want things to be the way you desire them, from Mars being in the ascendant, it will create some kind of conflict with your domestic peace, with your domestic people around you, with the people around you. You would like them to behave in a particular way as you want. So that would be an area of conflict. However, Mars in the ascendant also would want you, also give you a desire to make property, because Mars is the karak for rented, for apartment, for anything which is made of stone and wall. It is not the karak for land. That Saturn is the karak for land. So Mars is also a karak of property. So it is a positive thing where you want to acquire property for yourself. That desire will be there, but it will create conflicts with your domestic people around you. Mars will also create conflict in your in marriage, because there again, a person would like his wife to he will tell his wife, do this, do that, behave like this is what I want, this is what I don't want, this is the way it should be. Now that is what is not liked by by a partner. So that could be an area of conflict. And I also told you Mars will you should be careful for in terms of your in terms of how you drive, how you deal, how so that you should not get into accidents. You should drive carefully, don't be rash. I mean, you could be prone to accidents and things to that effect, which one has to be careful when Mars is in ascendant. However, Mars here again, to put it in the right way, Mars when in Aries, in Leo and in Sagittarius, Mars is very powerful. It will have most of the qualities of Mars will be there, and things which I have told you would be there in a greater way, in terms of your being aggressive with your partner, domestic peace, that rashness, and all the positive qualities of Mars would be more in Aries, Leo and Sagittarius. When Mars is in Taurus, Virgo and Capricorn, there Taurus and Virgo and Capricorn, Mars becomes very practical in nature. It is told to be, to do things in a very orderly way. Something is told to him that you should function in a way where you have to analyze things and then come to decision, which is actually not liked by Mars. Mars is not a planet which can go into details, which wants to go into researching, and neither Mars is a planet which would like to do such things. However, Mars is exalted in Capricorn, and the reason why it is exalted in Capricorn, because Capricorn is a karak of jungle. So Mars as a soldier, when he's in a jungle, he likes to find its way out. So in a way, it works both ways. It likes when put in a jungle in a situation which the Capricorn sign, that's how the Bhrigunadi system is, which I follow. Is Capricorn sign is a jungle, and when Mars as a soldier is in jungle, it likes to find its way. It likes to create a structure. It is at its best. So Mars is exalted in Capricorn. However, in Taurus and Virgo, these signs wants Mars to function in a practical way, which is not very akin to Mars, and then issues will come akin to this aspect in the areas which I have told. Mars when in Gemini, when in Libra and Aquarius, here Mars is a soldier, and it doesn't like to too much of business, communication, advertisement, PR, marketplace, networking. That is not the area of Mars. But when Mars is there, it tries to put aggression in the fields of communication, in fields of relationships, in means of PR. So it has its own pros and cons, which anybody who's in these fields would understand it, and that is how then Mars changes itself and changes its destiny. Mars in Cancer, Scorpio and Pisces, the watery signs, the emotional signs. Mars is the last person to be emotional. Mars is a soldier. It doesn't like to think. It doesn't want to be emotional. Therefore, in Cancer, Mars is debilitated. But here I would like to tell you, in the present day world, Mars in Cancer, when it becomes debilitated, it is not bad, because it is like a soldier who is told to do some work in the kitchen, or who's told to be alone with 5 ladies. So then Mars becomes a little scheming. It becomes it tries to do things which are not correct. It may have a relationship with the ladies who are around there. It may do something to enjoy itself. It's the Mars is not in a place where its natural things can flower. That is how I want to explain you Mars being debilitated. It's in a place where the soldier is there, but the surrounding is not akin to what a soldier should have been placed. So the Mars becomes a little shrewd person, becomes manipulative, which may make you successfully materially, but it is not good for anyway, not good for your personal relationships and other things which I have told you, in terms of domestic peace, in terms of your relationship with wife, and in terms of your doing things which are beyond this world, in terms of other things. So in terms of Mars being in Cancer, Scorpio and Pisces, these are watery signs where Mars is not very comfortable, so it acts accordingly. Mars in Scorpio, it's its own sign. It's the Aries and Scorpio are the signs of Mars. Mars is its own sign, but here Mars is not the typical Mars of Aries. Here the Mars is more towards, it will make you a person who wants to look beyond things. It can make you a scientist. It can make you a person which looks at occult. It makes you a thing which a person is looking for transformation. It makes you a person who is looking for change. So Mars as a thinker here, excels itself in transformational aspects of things which are beyond the realm of things which are there. So when it interacts with your domestic environment, and in terms of family, and in terms of things which are beyond the earth or under the earth, the things which are different, then it acts in accordance with that. The conflicts are also in accordance with that. So that is how we have to understand Mars being in Cancer, Scorpio and Pisces. There is a change in Mars, and with this change it interacts with it. So that is how you have to see Mars in ascendant in your first house, a very important planet which actually talks about how you will use your energy to make your destiny. So I'm sure you would have liked it. There is a lot which I can tell, but this is the basics I'm trying to explain you so that you can use it effectively. And again, Mars in your first house, whichever sign it is, it will be, again, it depends on the nakshatra, and there will be some other planets being its nakshatra lord which will change its kind of properties in terms of what I've told you. But that is something which is the next step, which I will talk about all the nakshatras at some point of time. But here I'm trying to explain you Mars in ascendant in the first house, how it changes itself. And being in the first house, it basically you have to see what confidence it will give in domestic peace, in your marriage, and also in issues which are under the earth, transformational, in terms of things which are the unknown. That is what Mars affects when it is in the ascendant. Apart from its characteristics which get colored by Mars being in the ascendant. So Mars being in the ascendant gives a color to Mars, and then it interacts with the other houses and makes your destiny accordingly. I hope you would like this video, and whatever I've told, you can write to me in case there is anything which you want to ask me. I'm on the Facebook, or you can visit my website Shankar Astro and Shankar Study for more articles. My books are available with Sagar Publications, and this is it. Thanks for now. My next video would be on perhaps Mercury in the ascendant of the first house. Please do let me know with your comments as to how you liked and what I can do for you. Thanks. Bye for now.